Blessed Friday to us. I remember way back when I was still studying in Rome, in the Colegio Filipino, where the Filipino priests reside, the student priests reside there. We had a mass, and one of my classmates, who was actually, we were together there, we were batchmates. He was the celebrant, and this is the gospel reading. And after reading the gospel, of course, there is an expected homily. And then, you know what he said? I think the gospel reading is already clear because it is already explained. The parable is explained. So I don't have to say anything. Amen. I don't want to do that today, although I'm tempted to. But what is so interesting here in today's celebration is a very personal experience, I am sure. Because while the first reading was read, you have your own review of the Ten Commandments. Ka-memorize pa mo sa Ten Commandments? So malimot gani mo, balikin ang atong first reading karon. Although the one that we have in the catechesis are actually very short commandments. No? Here the first, the second, the third, no, there are, they are lengthy, but there are always 10 commandments. No, that's why they are sometimes called Decalogue. Now, of all the commandments that have been read in today's first reading, and as we also come to realize about it, it's always a good thing to be familiar or to be once more reminded that the 10 commandments are actually divided into two, subdivided into two. And this is the reason why we see in the image or in the painting or drawing of Moses bearing two tablets, two stone tablets. And the two stone tablets represent the two divisions, the main divisions of the Ten Commandments. Namely, the first three commandments actually refer to love of God. Because that is always, as Jesus would have said, that in the summary, the first commandment is to love God with all your heart and with all your soul. The details are found in the first, second, and third commandment. Now, from the fourth to the 10th commandment, they represent the second section, which is love for neighbor. But what is so interesting here about is the first commandment of the commandments to love the neighbor, according to St. Paul in his letter to the Ephesians. This is the first commandment with a promise. No, sa tanan nga mga commandments in the Decalogue, in the Ten Commandments, the fourth commandment has a promise. Although the one that we memorize is honor your father and mother only. But if we continue, the original statement is so that you will have long life in the land that you are going to enter into, that the Lord is going to give you. Now this is a very beautiful commandment. The first of the commandments about love of neighbor begins from where we really are, in the family. That's why to honor and to love our father and mother is a commandment that is the only commandment with a promise. And that promise is long life. And I remember somebody telling me, ningon siya, sus, may nagmahay gyud ko kay karon ba? Ngano man di ay bro? Karon manggod, problemado kayo ko kay mutubag-tubag yun akong mga anak. Una, well, imuha na, disiplina ho, na nimo, imuhang maymayan. Pero padre, nagmahay jud ko. Kung ano man, sa una manggod, mutubag-tubag po ko sa akong mamagpapa. Yung mo to, niingon din ko nga, bitaw no, kung unsa atong buhaton sa gagmay pata, mubalik na, balikan ta. No? Panimasran ta, kung maabot na ang panahon. And I think this is something that is significant. How we love our parents, how we love our father and mother, always has something to do with where we are going. Asa ta padulong. And the graces that we receive because we love dearly our parents are also the same thing that we can share, not only with the people close to us or your own children, in your case, of those who are married, but also with any other kind of person that we come in contact with. Because we become bearers of God's graces and God's blessing when we too are obedient to His commandments. And what we receive, what is given to us, that is also what we're going to give to the next generation. Amen.